Most people think reinventing yourself starts with changing your habits, changing your career, or your environment. Yes, in some instances, but here is the truth. None of those changes last if your identity stays the same. If you still see yourself as the old version, you are always going to fall back into old patterns. So today I'm going to show you why identity is the one change that matters to rebrand yourself, and how shifting your identity is the fastest way to reinvent yourself and rebrand yourself. If you are ready to build confidence, to overcome self-doubt, and grow into the person you've always wanted to be, hit subscribe and let's dive in. If you are new here, my name is Edith. I run the Simply Reinvent, where my mission is simple: to just inspire you with the tools and tips of what I have been through and what I've used to be where I am, and also the people I've seen, the people I hang around with, what they've done to be successful. So, the problem with outside first reinvention is most people try to reinvent themselves from the outside in. They start new habits, they sign up for courses, they set goals, but without having to define what exactly is the end game. But if deep down you still say, I am not the type of person who can do this, guess what? What you are doing is what I call self-sabotage. So, for example, you can buy a gym membership. I'm not immune to this, I've done that myself. But if your identity is still, I'm not athletic, you are going to quit after 2 weeks. You're going to quit after a few episodes in the gym. You can take a business course, but if your identity again still says to you, you are not a businesswoman, no one in your family has ever run a business, guess what? You will never put yourself out there. You are going to continue calling yourself not a leader. The outside doesn't stick until the inside shifts. So what identity really is just not who you are, it's just who you believe yourself to be. Identity is shaped by past experiences, stories we tell ourselves, labels given by others. Things like, she's so shy, she's an average person, she's not smart enough. So people can identify you like that, but refuse to be identified like that. Rebrand yourself and re-identify yourself. Change and make that one shift. So identity, it acts like a thermostat. No matter how high you turn up the heat with new habits, your old thermostat setting will pull you back down. Reinvention requires resetting that thermostat, rewriting your identity, rebranding yourself. So, for example, for years I told myself I wasn't a confident person, I would play small at work, I would never speak up, always second guessing myself. That wasn't who I really was. It was just the identity I had accepted. The day I shifted that identity, everything changed. And what I'm saying here about me being shy, this is something, if you meet somebody who I went to school with, will tell you that I was a very shy girl. But guess what? I'm not that person now. I've rebranded. I've identified my new identity. I have made myself look further to what is it that I want to become. Who do I want to be? So today, what I'm teaching you, or what I'm demonstrating here, is 3 steps of how to shift your identity. Simple steps that work. You have to decide, step 1, who you want to become. Don't focus on what you want to be, but focus on who you need to be to achieve it. Do you want to be a confident speaker, a disciplined person, a leader, a businesswoman? Who do you need to be and how to achieve it? Step number 2, align your actions with that identity. So who do you look up to? Identity change is not fake. You back it up with proof. If you say, I am a writer, then every day you have to start writing. even if it's just one page, even if it is 500 pages, even if it is 500 words, whatever it is, small wins confirm your new identity. What you need is discipline and consistency. As long as you continue to build those habits and you stack them up, then those habits become an identity. They become part of you. Step number 3, speak and think in identity terms. So you need now to start identifying as that person. Language reinforces identity. Stop trying or stop saying I'm trying to, and start saying I am the kind of person who writes every day. I am the kind of person who goes to the gym every day. I am the kind of person who is going to be a new leader in 3 years' time. So you do need to start identifying as that person in the new identity. For example, no, I'm not like I'm trying to be healthier, but I am someone who takes care of my body. Pause for reflection. Think for one area where you have been stuck. Now ask yourself, what identity have I been holding on to that's keeping me stuck? So think about that. What area of your life are you stuck on? And what is it that you want to re-identify with? And what you need to be? What do you need to do to change that area where you have been stuck on for some time? So this psychology of identity, it's a well-researched piece of work. I think if you read a lot of psychology books or psychology papers, there is quite a lot around rebranding, around identity. Your brain wants to stay consistent with who you believe you are. So if you say, I'm not confident, your brain will find evidence to prove it. Because nature, we are always made up to believe negative things. It takes quite a lot of work to start believing something positive or to start acting positive. It's just human nature. We do tend to get attracted more to negatives than we get attracted more to positives. But once you shift to I am confident, your brain starts scanning the proof of confidence. This is why identity change is much more powerful than willpower. Willpower fades, identity sticks. So here's a few exercises which you can do, like write down the old identity you want to let go of and be specific. I am shy. I am inconsistent. I'm not good with money. So these are the things you're going to list down so that you can see them, you can visualize them, so that when you make changes, you can track that journey to say, this is where I'm coming from. I used to have no discipline with money. Now I've got discipline with money. I used to be so not confident. Now I feel like I'm a very confident person. How do you know that? People are going to say that back to you, to say, oh, something has shifted in you. What has shifted? What has changed? Again, write the new identity you are stepping into. I am a confident communicator. I am a disciplined leader. I am financially smart. So you can identify this, make these affirmations of your life and identify yourself with positive affirmations. Each day take one action that confirms this new identity. Keep it small, keep it consistent, and this exercise can completely rewire the way you see yourself. So don't just talk and just do the talk. When you talk, take action. So this is when we say confidence in action. You are taking action and putting action to the words you are talking, you are saying in yourself. Reinvention doesn't start with goals, habits, or even skills. It starts with identity. When you identify yourself, you are going to then put together these resources, tools that are going to make you the new identity or the new person you want to be. Once you shift from who you believe you are, everything starts to fall into place. So ask yourself today, who do I need to be to create the life I want? And who do I need to become to create that life? If you find this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who is ready to reinvent. And if it's my inspiration or my stories, if they relate to you and if this resonates with what you want to achieve, again, subscribe and follow, because I do these videos regularly and I do want to inspire my colleagues. I want to inspire someone. I want someone to say, I'm giving back. It's part of my giving back, and it's part of, at least if I can change one person's life, it makes me happy. Just one person. I'm not looking for 20, 10, or 100. One person is what I'm looking for, who can be inspired by what I'm saying. And let me know in the comments as well, what new identity are you stepping into? And I've also done another video. If you want, please follow and check it through. This is all about tips and tools of how you can re-identify yourself or reinvent yourself to achieve the goals you want to in your life. Check next time.